Welcome back to another Sims 4 build video. Today, I have really decided to embrace Terrifying Tuesday. I have removed every single pack from my game except kits. Now, I don't typically do videos specifically on kits. I mean, I've done a few in the past here and there, but I figured now that we have about 15,000 kits in the game, let's see if we can build an entire house only using kits. So let's go. Now, there's a few problems with this. I mean, out of the 15,000 kits, they've only actually released 13 so far. I mean, I say only 13. 13 is a lot of packs. That's a lot. So we got 13 different kits. Obviously, a handful of them are creator sims, so not all of them are going to have build buy stuff. But surprisingly, we kind of have almost everything to build a house. The one notable exception is there's no bathroom things in any of the kits. I mean, we have a sink, but there's no toilet or shower or bath or any of that. So there's no bathroom in this house. Now, obviously, I did do a little bit of, base game stuff if you count like the floor trim I did there, the roof trims, roof texture, like that kind of stuff. But everything else, purely kits, like wallpapers, windows, doors, floorings, and boy, man, okay, once I saw the wallpapers, yeah, this is a maximal decor kind of house. We are going all out in colors and patterns in this entire house because there's no way we can do anything else because the wallpaper choice is not big enough. Oh, and the flooring. Oh my gosh. The flooring we get. I mean, look, the flooring is fun in some aspects, but man, because we haven't really got many floors or walls in kits except for the, what is that, Maximilian... Maximus, I don't even know what it's called, Deco to the Max kit. That was the one that we really got flooring and wallpapers in. Now, obviously, Courtyard Oasis, we did get some, like this red texture on the outside of the house. That's from Courtyard Oasis, thankfully, which made, it allowed me to create this sort of more Victorian-style home, with the exception of the doors, windows, columns, stairs, flooring, interior. Other than that, kind of looks Victorian. Ooh. Yeah, the window choice, well, I say the window choice, this is our window choice. We have this window or bigger windows that make even less sense. So we've just gone with this window all the way around the house. It's not too bad. Probably not the kind of window I would actually choose for this kind of house. But, I mean, look, once you see the interior, maybe it makes a bit more sense. We go a little bit off the rails with it. It's a little bit fun. I mean, this is definitely a challenge, but... in a year? When did kits start coming out? It's been about a year, right? Maybe a bit longer. We've got 13 of them. So what's that work out to be? If they're like $5 a kit, about $65 US. Let's see if we can build a house. Again, granted, some of those are creator sim kits, so not all of those are build. Okay, so about 7 of the kits are actually build. So that's kind of what we're really working with here. Not the 13, because the others are... Well, one of them's Bust the Dust, which I guess is a gameplay kit. We do have a vacuum in this house, though, so you can do some sweet, sweet vacuuming. And all things considered, like I said, I'm not using any base game stuff, at all. And I guess if I did, the build would probably look a lot better. It would look a lot more cohesive with the style I'm trying to go for, but purely using just the kits, it ended up fun. Let's put it that way. Ended up fun. It was definitely a challenge. Definitely terrifying to only use kits, though. I wouldn't wish this on anyone. It's nice to be able to, even just having base game as well, I think makes a big, big difference. Oh, this is another area, lighting. Okay, this is also where I was really at the point where I'm like, okay, this is going to be a challenge to do the interior. Now, at the moment, you can see I've actually left the walls open because there's not really any door choices. The front door that we have is like the only single tile door. Then we have like the big sort of sliding industrial door. And then we have like the open glass industrial door. And then that's it. And then there's some larger like medium wall Courtyard Oasis arches and doorways, but I mean, 1, they won't fit this style at all, and 2, our walls aren't tall enough, so, it was kind of hard. It was kind of a challenge to get any of this to work at all. And I feel like even getting the sort of maximal decor style to look good which is kind of a weird thing to say because it is just supposed to be about clashing colors and patterns and textures. But I don't know, I feel like I wasn't quite hitting it on the mark. So you'll see like a lot of me changing colors and positions of things, trying to get it all to work. And even like small things like wall decorations, there's not a huge amount of. So I ended up with all these like blank walls that I was trying to like put pictures or something on. Good news is we've got a lot of plants in the Blooming Rooms kit, so that is not a problem. I love that also, that sort of starburst light that we just put in the middle. That's a lot of fun. Something I don't think I'd probably use that often, but in this house it makes a lot of sense. The other place I might use it is like above like a dining table in a house would probably be kind of cool. It's like a little accent piece. But man, yeah, the flooring. I think the flooring was the hardest thing. The wallpapers and all that kind of stuff, I feel like I can work with. Like the colors and the fun patterns, I think work. But the flooring is so... I don't know what it is. Like, is it even... Like, I don't think it's carpet, is it? It's like tile or stone or something. I don't know. But those really contrasting colors in all the floorings. Like, we've got those two from the Decor to the Max kit. Then we got that sort of stone brick one from the Country Kitchen kit, which is fine, but I mean, I couldn't just brick the whole house. It looked a bit weird. And then the other one was the Courtyard Oasis tiles, the Moroccan sort of tiles, which again, didn't really go with the house. So I was like, I couldn't really use those. So I was stuck with these like really bold patterned floors. I think that was the hardest bit. I think honestly, probably changing the floors in this house would make such a big difference in general. Like it would probably make a big change. And also maybe the windows and doors, because all the interior doors have to be that same single door that we got at the back there. You know, like that's it. Because there's no other door. You can see we had 3 door choices and the others are like 3 tiles wide or 4 or whatever it is. Yeah, had a little bit of fun in the kitchen. I think the kitchen was fine because thankfully we have a kit for that. So in this challenge of only using kits, having a kitchen kit, pretty handy. If that kit didn't exist, then obviously that I don't know, that wouldn't work at all. Yeah, but like I said, the only thing we're missing is the bathroom. There's no toilet in this house. It's not a functional house because of that. But again, if you want to use base game, that would work out in the end. But for the purposes of this challenge, we're just seeing if we can make a functional house with kits. I mean, I quite like the kitchen. I had fun with it. You know, the windows are a little strange, granted, but the rest of it, you know, is a little bit of fun. Also realized we had that sort of privacy shade thing. What do you call those? The little fold-out things. And because we don't have any curtains at all, I use that. That's my curtain. I just shove it in front of the windows, and that'll do. I also realized later on, and I will put it in later in the video, but there's that new fireplace. Well, not new, but the fireplace in one of the kits. So I put that in the living room. Oh yeah, this is our dining table. We have the other dining table, the shorter one, but that seemed to fit even less. So I use this industrial kit one, this high top, which I mean, not ideal. But then to be fair, nothing in this house matches, so it kind of is ideal. You know, once you start doing all these different colors and patterns and all this stuff, it kind of works. It gets to you get to this point, this like bubbling point, and then it kind of just, you know, it bursts, and then it's like, okay, this works. This is the style of the house. It's just everything a different color, different style. You know, now it works. Do I want to live in this house or play Sims in this house? I don't want to live in it, but you know, playing Sims in it would probably be pretty funny. You could probably tell some pretty funny stories about the people that live in this house. It's kind of like the house I built for my Parenthood Let's Play series, when it was like the parents of Max Power, my Super Sim, and they were like really quirky, a lot of fun. Their house was just like, it was like this kind of, you know, everything was all over the place, lots of different colors. So it can be fun. I don't think I'd actually want it in real life though. So, this is where I'm struggling with floor, is the upstairs. It's like, what do I do up here? I can't use like the bricks for the hallway because I feel like that'd be very strange on the second story of a Victorian home. This is supposed to be, to have bricks, like maybe in some old cottage or castle or something, but I don't think in this house would make sense. But I quite like the color scheme. Like, you know, that sort of red color. It's the same as exterior. And then the greeny rose wallpaper, or the pink rose wallpaper with the green. Quite nice. The flooring. I just can't. The flooring is the worst. I'm sorry. I just can't. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm sorry. That's it. That's all there is. And we just have to deal with it. Oh yeah, I wanted to use that like weird warpy well, it's not a mirror, warpy light tunnel thing on the wall. Like when you rotate the camera, it's so weird. I love it. I love it. So we've got to use that. Yeah, so we've got loads of plants, and because I'm only using kits, I have to, well, I don't have to, but I decided that the only plants and landscaping I can do outside is from the kits as well. So I end up just using a bunch of potted plants outside, which is also kind of a little bit of fun, but it means the outside also still looks kind of strange because it's all, there's not landscaped, there's just like potted plants and items from the latest kids kit, whatever it was. Oh, these bedrooms as well. These were tough, man. These. Oh yeah. So the lighting problem comes up again. I was like, I'm just going to use these lights. I'm going to scale them down. Maybe no one will notice. You guys probably notice because I just did it and you're watching it. But there's just not a lot of good lighting options either. There's some, but you know, it's hard to work with. So this room kind of just ends up being industrial because the only double bed we got is the industrial kit one. So, which I think is fine. Again, because the house has all these different styles, kind of works. It's actually not the worst. In terms of like usable items though, doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, we've got the bed and the dresser, that's fine. But then there's like nothing else we can put in this house. Like we have nothing in this house to do. Like there's nothing to do in this house except live. Like you can survive, you know, eat, sleep, sit down. I guess you have to go to the toilet in the public bathroom, but that's all you can do here. There's no like TVs or computers or anything. Oh, actually, no, that's not true. Well, it's not a TV, but I did put that projector outside. So there, you can watch TV and watch movies outside. Better hope it's not raining. Oh my gosh, yeah, the wallpapers and floors again. It's just such a struggle. And honestly, trying to fill this bedroom or these two bedrooms with stuff, there's just not a lot. There's just not a lot available in these kits to be able to like fill out a room. But you know, we've got a new rug, got some pillows, one of the new like Bluffy toys, whatever they are, the big bear things, goes in the corner. That one, was that like a Yeti or something? Kind of looks like it. And that's the only dresser, so I have to keep using that in every room. So that is what it is. You know, for all things considered, I think this bedroom turned out okay. Oh, we got about the 10,000th crafts table. I don't know why we have so many of these where kids can just draw pictures. We got another one. I mean, I love the look of it, don't get me wrong. But it'd be nice if it did something else besides like the drawing thing, you know? Anyway, still very nice. Oh yeah, that's where I finally discovered the fireplace. I'm like, oh yeah, this has to go in the living room. It also gives our living room like more of a focal point. Instead of like, they were just like looking at a wall before. Like they were looking at a wall that seems like it should have something on it. So now that there's a fireplace, it's like, at least you sort of like cozy up around the fire, sit down, have a chat. And then obviously, if for some reason you wanted to download this lot and add a TV, you could do that too. I mean, feel free to download this lot, renovate it, and do all that kind of stuff because it needs a renovation. And you can use whatever packs you want. But I mean, yeah, the flooring, windows, probably the big things to change. Oh, and the doors. But there's a lot of things to change. Yeah, I guess what we learned from this video is what we need is a bathroom kit. No, I mean, I'm kidding. I'm not huge on the kits. I don't hate them. Some of the items are really nice, but I still think they're too expensive for what they are. So I would recommend, if you are interested in the kits, just waiting for them to go on sale because Sims often has a lot of sales. I don't think they're really worth it at the $5 mark. I think here in Australia, they're like $8.50, which I mean is a lot for a few items. So, I mean, unless you really want it, obviously go for it, but otherwise, just wait for a sale. I mean, I guess that's the same advice for any pack in this game is just wait till it's on sale because they go on sale quite frequently. There's no rush to getting them. Yeah, but I mean, some of the items are very nice, especially in the later kits. They look pretty good, but like, they're nothing new besides looking different. So if that's what you want, that's what you want. And that's cool. Yeah, so we got a little swing out the back. And yeah, this is where I'm like, I got nothing to landscape this house with. I decided I'm allowed to use terrain paints, even though I didn't really do that much with it. But I was like, it just looks bizarre on blank grass. So I was like, let's do some of that. Got a new fire pit, put some chairs around it. This garden is the most bizarre thing ever. They got like this huge swing fixture there, this projector out there, and a bunch of potted plants everywhere. I would have done like a fence or something, but the only fence we have is like a short courtyard oasis one, so it doesn't really make any sense for like a garden fence. So I didn't use that. But then the rest of the house is looking pretty good with all the potted plants. But yeah, let's jump into the game, and I'll just give you like a quick tour whilst we're not speeding through, so you can have a good look at everything. Okie dokie, so here is the beautiful house in all its glory. I mean, to be honest, I don't dislike the outside. I mean, again, like I said, the windows are a bit strange, and if you look closely, the columns are a bit weird. But overall, I really don't dislike it. I actually kind of even think the potted plants around the place are a little bit of fun. A little bit different, a different story around the back. It's a bit strange with these items just placed out here. But, you know, we've got to do some stuff in the backyard for the kits. Yeah, so that's the outside. Inside, we go into a nice big hallway. Got some plants around the place. I think it's fun. You know, it is fun. Got some tiles on the stairs. Beautiful side table with nothing but plants on it, because again, there wasn't really anything else to place on it. It's a nice picture on the wall. Here's the window to door to our non-bathroom. It's got a vacuum in it though, that's pretty cool. And then we come around to the kitchen, which again, I quite like the kitchen. You know, it's a bit of fun. It's different. Windows are a bit strange, but everything else is pretty good. Nice country kitchen kit right there. Nice high top table with a casserole dish on it. Coming into the living room, which is just all sorts of colors and patterns all over the place. Greens, reds, blues, yellow, and pink, and just a little bit of everything. Just a little bit of everything. So that is the living room. Yeah, I think these industrial doors actually work pretty well as archways. We obviously don't have a door here in the end. I guess I would have put an archway there, but I think it actually kind of works without an archway as well. Like I think that's all right. Living room, you know, kitchen, dining area, pretty good. Moving upstairs, it gets a little bit more, I mean, if it could get more off the rails, it definitely gets more off the rails up here. So this is like the little landing area, a couple of seats around there. That's a radio. Oh yeah, I just sized down these lights to light up the room. So that's what that is. There's our like trippy, whatever this thing is. I don't know, but it's cool. Circle of Infinity, there you go. So that's there. The main bedroom just through here, with some little giraffe decoration. Little light, you know, nothing fancy. That's all it is. Like a kid's bedroom, little drawing table, a Bluffy, Bigfoot stuffy, sorry. The camping bed, and another camping bed in here, and then this like really trippy rug spiral. And this is the desk setup, because there's not really a desk in any of the kits. So I figured you could use this as a desk. It kind of looks like a camping table, which I guess it came in the camper's kit, right? Or whatever it was called. So it kind of is. But, you know, you work with what you got, okay? And yeah, that's the house. So I'm going to share it to the gallery. It's called I Only Use Kits. 3 bedrooms, 0 bathrooms. There we go. Pop that up on the gallery. There you go. Well, I hope that answered your burning question of whether or not you can build a house entirely using kits and nothing else. Not even base game. Just kits. The answer is almost, just missing the bathroom. But other than that, yes. Do I recommend doing it? Absolutely not, because you'll probably end up with the same house. Because there's not enough items, and the items that are there are nice, but you know, the colors and textures and patterns, due to the nature of the themes of the kits themselves, you'll end up with this. So, no, not really, but also kind of. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you want to download this house for some reason, the link will be in the description down below. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time, and have an awesome day.